Hi Leo, welcome to Sophquest. My name is Spence. Welcome in if you're new. Welcome back if you're a subscriber. This is for the week of July 19th through the 25th. And we do have a full moon in your opposite sign, Aquarius, this week on the 23rd or 24th, depending on where you are in the world. And I think that this is going to be an interesting full moon. It's at 1 degree of Aquarius. For me, a full moon is a culmination, a completion of something, enlightenment about it, and oh, okay. And then, you know, coming full circle on that. And then a new moon 2 weeks later usually starts something new. But at 1 degree of Aquarius, to me, that just seems so auspicious. Coming out of Cancer season and moving into your season on the 22nd. So for the very first days of Leo season, if you have a birthday, in the first few days, I want to say happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Leo. It's going to be a beautiful solar return for you, I think. Interesting energies. I know there's a lot of changes happening, and for you, many of them will be starting to manifest very soon. And you may be having your partnership stuff so that you can work on issues that you want to improve and change things that you want to change for the better. Today I'm pulling for you a card from the Spirit of the Animals Oracle. This is by Jody Bergsma. And I'm also going to pull 9 cards for you from the Druid Craft Tarot, and that is by Philip and Stephanie Cargam. All right. I love the artwork in both of these decks, and I am all about the art. Okay, hold on. There it is. Do you believe it? Leo, you get the lion. Leo the lion. And it says higher calling. I am very excited to read that for you. Do you believe that? Just flipped right on over. I love it. Kismet. Meant to be. All right, here we go. It says, you have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So, I think that partnerships will strengthen for this. Just looking at this card right now, feeling that this new beginning in your house right now, Leo, and in your season for the next 4 weeks, you know, I think you're doing a lot of inner work as well, and maybe asking yourself, what is my higher calling, and seeing it in a more noble way, and able to make better choices. And I don't mean that you've made bad choices, I just mean better choices for the life you want, the life you want to live. So just choosing with more discernment and, you know, more faith and contentedness as well, because when we're in that vibrational state of mind, body, spirit, peace, and harmony, then the spirit of gratitude and, you know, it just helps. It helps us to sort of get into the flow state, right? The river of life. To step in and just go with it, right? And we don't fight as much with life and what's happening in our life. And we allow for change and growth better that way. And right now, with Mars and Venus doing what they've been doing for the last few weeks, which I've been talking about, if you're interested, go back and look at your other readings. But, you know, I think it really is about making the changes that allow for each of us in relationships to grow together while being completely independent. So that way, independent creates interdependence, right? Not codependency. So kind of old ways of doing relationship are going by the wayside because we've learned so much better how to balance the yin-yang part of ourself, the masculine, feminine principle within ourself, in other words, the external or internal. And, you know, that doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter which gender you are. Balancing your internal and external energy, right? How you actually manage your energy, your chi energy. All right. So I've pulled 3. I don't know why I just shuffled again, but that's just when my hands do what they do what they do. All right. I've got your cards almost laid out. So take a deep breath with me, Leo. Settle in. I'm feeling a little bit hyper with your reading, and I've been calm all morning for the most part. So are you feeling a little hyper? Because sometimes I feel the energy. Okay, I'm going to take some deep breaths, and I hope you are as well. Relax. A good way to do that. Oxygenate your brain. Take some deep, deep cleansing breaths. Push your feet, plant them firmly into the floor or wherever you're in the ground, whatever. Deep breathing. Drop your shoulders. Helps you relax. Okay? And we'll do this reading. These are large cards, so I think you'll be able to see them very well. So, okay, what I'm seeing here is that maybe you've had a little bit of emotional wobbly, wobbly feelings. Why am I getting wobbly? That doesn't even make sense to me. But, okay, are you feeling a little wobbly emotionally? A little all over the place? Maybe a lot of choices, you're not sure, maybe listless. I'm getting that. Like 1 minute you're fine, the next minute you're like, right? It's like are you not able to right now sustain your energy? Well, it makes sense because, when we come to our solar return, we're at the end of our year, right? It's the beginning of a new year, but we're at the end of a previous year. So in Cancer season, you've been probably like, oh, right? Dealing with stuff. It's been very intense, and you've been doing a lot of inner soul work, and it's tiring. So give yourself a break, okay? Give yourself a break. You pulled the Lion. Things are looking up, Leo. Lion. Woo! All right, here we have it. Lion, higher calling. Confidence, bravery, power, leadership, majesty, business, pride, patience, enthusiasm, the rising sun, and passion. Lion is a symbol for royalty, mastery, and power. It's also a strong female archetype. Lionesses do the hunting, care for the young, and survive because of their cooperation. Lionesses create a carefree existence for their playful cubs, and lions are the one... Please forgive my reading. Lions are one of the few cats that live in a community. The pride lives in the moment without care. The male lions are charged to be protective, passionate, and possessive. If lion is your totem, use stealth and patience when pursuing your dreams for success. If you are a lioness, know you are responsible, a great leader, and a provider. You work well in a team. Some lion people need to look out for self-absorption, occasional vanity, but the evolved lion person is given the task of protecting the pride, and especially the young. Lion can be invoked in times of threat and is a great force against negative energies. Call upon lion for confidence, vitality, and the power to stand your ground with confidence. So Leo, your sign is about self-identity, the ego construct, right? So that really very much is about standing in your own truth. You are represented by the sun, and the sun represents authenticity. Lions it's a strong totem, isn't it? It is. So whether you're male or female, you have both, the yin and the yang, the protective, the possessive, but also the nurturing, the caring, right? The cooperative, and the playfulness of the lion. So I am seeing that here. I'm seeing all of that here. I also think you've been going through a lot of mental energy trying to figure something out, and I think it's exhausted you. I think you've been trying to make a decision. And just this week, I think you're finally going to get some information that's going to help you make a final decision. And it's going to feel like a blessing. I am definitely seeing that because you're kind of waffling. That was the word. Waffling. What is it that I just don't even know what to do, what's going on? You've been maybe a little disillusioned about things and not knowing, maybe just not knowing how to not knowing how to jive with someone. That's not something I say. That's what I heard. All right, let's do this. Across the horizontal, Princess of Cups. This is kindness. It is. With the High Priest, this is the Hierophant in this deck, the High Priest, which is really about very much, I think especially in this deck, it's about going to someone who knows. Someone you can trust. This is someone you can trust to me. Going for advice to someone you can trust. And that is going to be a blessing. And it will help you start this new thing. It will help you heal what needs to be healed. It will help you trust. Trust is a big thing right now for you. And that's, I think you're wanting trust, and I think you're wanting to be trusted. I think things have been confusing for some reason in the recent week or weeks. And you're trying to move forward from the confusion so that you can start this, whatever it is that you're trying to do in your life, okay? In the center of your reading today is the Princess of Pentacles. This is usually the page. It's Earth, and it's about beginning something very tangible in our lives that will grow if we nurture it. So it's potential. Pure, tangible potential. So new job, new car, new home, sometimes a child, right? You're trying to move forward from things that have been a bit negative. You've been overthinking about a lot of negative things. So, you know, it's kind of like Control-Alt-Delete or whatever. You know, look at what's up in the head and delete what you need to that's been negative so you can move forward to smoother waters. And plant the seed that wants to grow in your life, because you're done thinking about the stuff that used to stress you out, that you haven't been able to figure out because it's been so confusing. You've been confused, it seems, Leo. If that hasn't been happening, maybe this week with certain things, starting your new season, the changeover from the water to the fire, which are opposite energies, you may feel that. It could be that you're just needing to finally make a decision. You can't go any longer overthinking this. It's time to get in the boat. You have someone with you that will go forward with you on whatever this is, this blessing. It's good. It's you're going to be given advice. You're going to get what you need to know, because I've got 2 pages here, 3 pages. That's a lot of communication. We have the Princess of Cups. This is water. That's an emotional message or way of speaking. Pentacles, which is doing, a message about what we're going to do, right? Tangible. And Swords, about what we think. Now, some of you have a lot of kids. And maybe you have a lot of kids at home and you're like, I don't even know what to do with these kids. I've tried everything. Their attention span is like 5 minutes. I'm out of ideas. Okay, like open the trunk and let them play dress up. I just saw that. And make soup. I don't know. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of kids in my head too. A lot of kids. Yeah. Okay, so I think you're exhausted. I think you're overthinking. I think you're worrying to death about all of this that's going on. And you're exhausted with you, even emotionally. You're like, almost like, it's just like, remember, okay, I'm aging myself. Way back in the day when I was a little teeny tiny kid, at a certain time of the night, I believe it was 3 or 4 a.m. I mean, this is when I was very little, okay? Very. Maybe 2. But this thing would come up on the screen, and, you know, like the sound, like this droning noise that basically transmission is over. Television has gone silent for the night. Yes, to all of you that are young, can you believe that? TV used to turn off at night. It was just done. Right? I mean, TV just came out in the 1950s, 70 years ago. So that sound, that droning sound, I'm hearing that sound, and it's like, that's kind of what I'm getting from this. It's like you need silence, you need white space, you need to go into meditation, because it's like, hey Mom, can I have a drink? Hey Dad, can I have some money? Why? Right? These are children, right? They take a lot of energy, and they're coming to you constantly to solve their problems, and all you have is just this abundance of overflowing love for them, but you're exhausted. It's like, I've given all this love. I need to go to sleep. I need to go lay down. I need to go on vacation. I need to get out of here. When I had my kids when they were little, and I had a 2-year-old and a baby, a newborn, and it was just, I wasn't sleeping, and it was just hard and rambunctious in those first few years. And it was, my husband would get home, and as soon as he opened the door, I'd be like on him. I'd be like ready to pounce, like, can I go do anything away out of the house right now? I'm just gonna go for a drive. You got the kids. Like, I just needed space. I just needed a moment. Some of you, that's happening for sure. Some are kids. And if you're homeschooling too, with this card, I'm really seeing some homeschooling happening here. You've made a final decision about something, and you're changing your mind on something, I think. Let's go down the vertical. We've got the Princess of Cups, a kind message, and moving forward. So this is an answer. This is like an answer to prayer. You're like, oh God, finally, this is a good idea. Let's go do this. We'll make an improvement here by doing this, because I don't want to keep doing it the way we're doing it. Okay, I need a new way of doing it. That's what you're saying to yourself. A new way of doing it, and then getting advice, or you're giving the advice to make it real. Center of the spread today. The Pentacles, the Earth suit's about tangible, making it real, something new. That's a good idea. Okay, so this is an idea that comes into form, making it happen. For some of you, yes, homeschooling. Maybe your kids, maybe they were in school and now you've decided to homeschool them, is what I'm saying. Or if you've been homeschooling them, maybe you're deciding to put them back into school, into public school, at the start of the semester. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's a brand new thing, and it's like, oh, thank God. And because I can't do this anymore. Whichever way it is, I've made my final decision guide. The swords represent intellect and speech, right? Communication. So I'm just seeing that you are moving forward on something, and with all of these pages, there's lots of communication about what to do that's brand new, because this cannot stand any longer. 10 of Swords is when, the 10's the highest number. You can't go any further, and you need that new ace to begin anew with a new idea, because these old ideas not working. So let's look at Lion for a second, because I'm honing in on the children and the protectiveness and the parenting and providing for children. I think that today I'm supposed to talk to Leo parents who are a bit overwhelmed and needing to make a final decision on something that's really gonna kind of make everything better, so that you can say again, oh, my cup runneth over. Because right now you're like, my cups are empty. My cups are underwater. Cancer season. Right, Leo? So whoever I'm speaking to today must have needed this message, very much so. So for all of you other Leos out there who are not dealing with children and all of this, if it's not children and the busyness of that life and parenting, I think that it's that no matter what choices you're making, it's like mind, body, soul, right? Because this is mind, body, and spirit. Something new needs to happen in your life that is a blessing, okay? And, you know, you'll get some advice and you'll go forward because you can't do it the way you were. This is a change of mindset and a final decision to do so because it was unfulfilling before. So there's a higher calling here. Whatever this change is, it matters and it's going to make your life better. Okay? Leo, you pulled the lion in your own reading. That's so cool. All right, well, I wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude. If you liked the reading today, please give me a thumb up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you receive a little notification on your phone when I upload every week. All right, if you're interested in your sun, moon, rising, all the different zodiacal parts of your chart, and you want to hear different readings, go to my weekly readings playlist because then all 12 are there and you can go into whichever you like. All right, thank you, Leo. This reading cracked me up. All right, I'll talk to you again next week. Thank you so much. Bye.